What's up?
FTF crew, what's up? Come on in, come on in, come on in. Come and join us. We're going to give people some moments to trickle in.
Yep.
Today, as you can see by the thumbnail, we are talking about Greece.
Yes. Europa. Whatever.
I don't know, what accent were you going for?
I don't know.
Oh, you're thinking about the Opa.
Nah, I was going for something else. I don't even know where I was going.
I was trying to help. Welcome. It has been a busy day. I know it's probably very busy for a lot of parents out there. If your child has started school this year and either you're doing distance or hybrid, so more power to you. You're in our prayers. We start next Tuesday, but like this week is when they're doing all the back to school nights and parent teacher conferences and students with their teachers. So it's a lot going on. So I know that some people have already started school. Some people started like 2 weeks ago. Hope everybody's hanging in there. Mm-hmm. When you enter, say what's up to us. Hit the like button. Let us know you're in here. Let us know where you're from. Hit us in the chat. We love to interact with you guys. This is very interactive. Mm-hmm. If you're tuning in and you are coming in after the live, we always put the time mark where we get right into the discussion topic so you can skip the intro, welcoming and chit chat and get right to the information if you're coming after the fact. But we are finding the Forresters, and we are a travel family and a travel couple, and we teach people how to balance family travel and couples travel with a dose of luxury. So our channel focuses majority on affordable luxury travel and doing some adult only stuff and family stuff. So if that's what sounds good to you, you're in the right place. Once again, we are talking about Greece. Mm-hmm. And a few things before we dive into the topic while people are still trickling in. We see some people in here, so just make sure you're commenting to let us know you're here.
Let us know you're here.
Yeah.
What's up?
Right. So you want to talk about the wine? We always let everybody know what we're drinking before we get started.
Oh, yeah, sure. So today's wine, we're drinking 99 Crimes.
19 Crimes. We haven't been drinking yet.
Why is it 99 Crimes?
I would like to know as well.
I feel like, I don't know where I read that at, but 19 Crimes. This is the Snoop Dogg edition. It was gifted to me by my friend Brian, for my birthday. So we're trying it out.
Yeah, it's our first time trying it. I haven't even taken a sip yet.
Yeah, what it tastes like.
I like it.
A lot of people said it was good.
I like it. It's a nice red blend.
Yeah. It's kind of weird because with these 99 Crimes thing, 19.
He wanted to be 99 so bad.
Problems. That's what I keep thinking about. I don't know why. But yeah, if you got the little app for the 19 Crimes, if you have the app for the 19 Crimes, it would this little Snoop Dogg face would be like a little virtual. He'll talk to you and things like that. So you little background. Or whatever on the wine or whatever he did for the 19 Crimes or whatever. So yeah, it's all good.
What's up, Rod?
What's up, Rod?
Thank you for joining us. Hi, Tina. You're drinking water because you're not boring. Water is good for you. I've been drinking water all I had today was some coffee and some water. I barely had time for lunch. I had such a busy day. Gary, get your boy. Talking about some 99. Where'd the 99?
You know what? I don't even know. Yeah. I don't know where I get 99 from, man.
It's okay. So we always go with drinking. We see more people coming in. Make sure you're commenting. A few more things to just remind everybody about before we get started. We go live every other Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We always poll in our community. Invite you.
I ain't really a red wine drinker, so that you know, you got to get adjusted to that. You know what I'm saying?
It bit you right there. Got you. It stung you. I think it's good. But we always poll on our community tab on YouTube on the next topic, and whatever topic gets the most votes, that's what we discuss next week. So the topic that got the most votes this week was Greece. So I think we should just jump right into it.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, so first we'll talk about just some general information about Greece. It's in Europe, and it was Brian's first time traveling to Europe. So when we get to like the flight and stuff, I really want him to give his experience there and kind of what his take on for his first time in Europe.
Yeah. If y'all know, if y'all have been, watching our vlogs and other lives, I wasn't really too excited to go to Europe. That wasn't really like my premier place to go for a vacation. Before I was more of a Caribbean beach type vibe, but Greece was my first experience of like, going to Europe, and I guess more like a city vacation per se. So yeah.
But it has a mixture. So I think that I had to kind of try to push, like, come on, let's go. Like, I want to go. And I think the reason I was able to get him to Europe and go to Greece first is they have opportunity, like they have cities where you can get water. So even though it's not the same as like Caribbean beaches, they have a lot of islands.
Little islands, yeah.
So it's kind of like my way of being like, okay, we can still, we can put an island in there. Let's say hello to a few more people before we start diving into it. What's up, B. Smith? Thank you for joining us. Where are y'all from? I know where some people in here are from, but some of you all are new. What's up, Dre and Shan? Hey, fam. Now that you're here, I'll say this now that you're on. If y'all joined us last live, at the end of the live, I was trying to figure out what we're gonna call our family members that support our channel. And so I had a couple ideas. I think I said the flight crew or the Forrester crew, and Brian was laughing me out. So Dre and Shan, me and Shan were talking, and she was like, how about FTF crew? And I was like, that rolled off the tongue a little bit. So Shan helped me come up with the FTF crew. So shout out to you, girl.
Yeah, thank you.
What's up, Taylor Made TV? Content creator, you are a YouTuber. Definitely let people know in the chat. Okay, back to Greece. You guys, make sure you put any questions or comments in the chat box as we're talking. This is supposed to be live, interactive. If we wanted to just give you tips on Greece, we could just post a video and share the link, but we wanted to get your questions and answer them. So make sure throughout, even if we're talking about something different, if you have a question on another topic, put it in the chat box and we'll get to it.
Yep. All
right. So in Europe, they use the euro. There are many islands. We went to Athens and Santorini.
Yep.
However, there are several islands that we want to hit when we go back, like Mykonos, Crete, a lot of them. It's beautiful there, and you can get kind of a vacation that kind of hits on some of everything. Like if you're into historical stuff and history, Greece is perfect for you. If you want good food, Greece is perfect for you. If you want nice beaches, Greece is perfect for you. You want to talk about like the best time to go?
Oh, yeah. So the best time to go is from, I say mid-May or early May. I guess it depends. Mid to early May till about September. Mm-hmm. That's like when you hit those July, August, September time frames. That's like the hot seasons. Well, May is like the beginning of the hot season. It's like early hot.
The peak season. The high season.
That's what I meant by hot. But I heard the temperature also gets hot over there too as well during the later summer or whatever. But that's the peak season. Mm-hmm. June to September. We came during our anniversary, which is May 5th. The weather was still pretty good though.
It was really good.
Truth be told, it was still it was very comfortable. You could wear shorts. During the day, and at night you might have to put on a little jacket or something like that. Nothing crazy. I mean, just depending on what your body temperature is or whatever. But yeah, those are the best time to go. Of course, during those peak seasons, peak meaning more expensive. So we're like I said before, we're right there on that cusp of the peak season. So we got a really good deal with a lot of the flights and a lot of the hotel costs and things like that. So it's like the best of both worlds, I think.
The only other thing I'll add to that, and this may only be for Santorini. So as he was saying, May through September are kind of the peak season for travel. If you go on the late April, early May cusp, you can get good deals. But for Santorini in particular, if you don't get to go there by September, October, just wait until the next season, because if you try to go in November, you will find that Santorini is like a ghost town.
Yeah.
And so you'll be really upset because a lot of the shops will be closed, a lot of the restaurants will be closed, and you'll have a wasted trip to Santorini. So by the time late October, early November starts getting here, pick another date.
Yeah, the views are still there.
Yeah, the views are still there, but you ain't got nothing to do.
Right.
So Rod said his wife wants to go to Greece for her birthday. Perfect time. And I know Brian said we had a deal, but like just to emphasize how much of a deal we had just by shifting our date. Initially, we were gonna go maybe May 1st or May 2nd or something like that. But then we were looking, and you know how you can do like the flexible dates. Brian, I don't know what made him pick that. He picked a flexible date, and he saw that if we were to travel out April 30th, then we could save $300 per ticket round trip. So it took our total down $600, $300 for my ticket, $300 for his, just by shifting it a day forward. But we were still there around the same time.
Yeah, the main thing was we wanted to be there during our anniversary.
Yes, exactly.
And that's what.
So even if her birthday is May 1st, look at if you don't necessarily have to travel May 1st. You can see if you can travel like one day in the last week of April, save some money.
Yeah.
Okay, so what was your flight experience? This was Brian's first flight to Europe and your longest flight at the time.
Yeah,
he's been on longer flights since, but at the time. So what? Yeah. How did you feel about it? What was your experience? Then I'm gonna tell them what I remember.
So I was a little excited about the flight. So I'm sitting there. The flight is about 7 to 8 hours, something along the lines. And I can't remember what time the flight was. Was it at night?
I think so. Yes, it was at night because when we were leaving, when we were about to land, it was breakfast and they gave us some croissants for breakfast to end it off. So we must have traveled through the night.
Okay. But either way, I'm just, I wasn't really, the flight was fine. You know what I'm saying? I've flown to Barbados before, like 5 hours to Barbados. So the flight wasn't the thing. The thing that really caught me was flying through the time zones. Because I was just, chilling up, watching TV, got my kickback. I got full of energy. Like I saw
drinking a beer.
Right. I literally saw the sun go down and then come back up. And then I was like, wait, we about to land like in 2 minutes, like in 2 or 3 hours, and I haven't even like slept yet. So I think that was the main thing that caught me.
He was excited, and it was only maybe like 7 or 8 hours. But the reason I'm laughing is because I told his behind on the plane to go to bed. He told me, I'm good. Yeah. We land in Athens and go get some lunch, go back to the hotel to call Bryce. You'll see this in our vlog. And Brian was knocked out. Like he was, and I was like, just sleep. Yeah. So our whole first day in Athens, Brian was still trying to get accustomed to the time. I was like, see, your butt should have put to sleep on the plane.
Yeah, that's the main thing that caught me. Because I can't remember how far back or four behind.
Yeah, I can't remember.
Athens is, or forward behind. I think it's forward. Athens is, or Greece. But yeah, it definitely caught me off guard because it wasn't a long flight, but it was just like, I think they were maybe like 6 or 7 hours behind us. So things just got flipped upside down. It was 2 p.m. I'm sleeping like a damn baby, waking up at 9 p.m. ready to turn up. So it was just weird, man.
They laughing you out right now.
That's it.
Yep. You should be embarrassed. I was like, look at him. Get your green behind up. It's like, no, I'm joking. I thought it was funny. I was tired too, honestly. Okay, so the first stop was Athens for us.
We did have a layover in Switzerland though. We didn't.
We
did. We didn't have a straight flight into Greece. We went to Switzerland. Mm-hmm. Got on the Swiss airplane, which it's not a bad plane, but it was easily the most frightening flight experience I've ever had. It was so much turbulence during that flight. Things were shaking, and I was like, yo. I'm right by the exit door too, so like I'm ready to dip and this thing go down. You're supposed to take the door off and let everybody through. But I was like, whoop, whoop.
That's the door. Honestly, the safest place to be on an airplane.
It would have been 2 movements, open and jump.
Up in first class and all that. That's the worst place to be. That's not what this is about. We're not talking about flight safety right now. But but we flew United. And I'm pretty sure most airlines are like this, but I'm not sure. But with them, it's standard. Just if you're going to international flight, you get like the beer, the wine, all that. Mm-hmm. They give you a lot of food and a lot of snacks. So it
was comfortable. And we only had and it was like a 2-seater, right? It was just us two right there. And if we didn't even like pay extra for that and the whole thing, so that was dope.
Wonderful flight. So we went to Athens first. In Athens, we stayed on an Airbnb. I'll try to share the screen. I was struggling on doing this before, so but we stayed in the Airbnb and
So our thought process behind getting an Airbnb, because of course it's more affordable than staying in a hotel there, but we was gonna do an Airbnb to get the city experience for a cheaper cost or whatever, and then like when we get to Santorini, that'll be more like a more luxury experience, if you will, or whatever. So that was our main thought process behind it, and you'll see us doing a lot because like even when we went to Dubai and the Maldives, like we were in Dubai. We just did like a regular hotel, nothing too fancy, whatever. Because we wasn't going to be too long, and one, we weren't going to be in the hotel that long. But when we got to Maldives, that's when we had the more luxurious type of hotel. But
and I'm trying to find the picture, but
you have a folder?
No, I do all that. But another thing we want to talk about in Athens is the popular district that you should go to. So you want to talk to them about that district while I look it up?
Oh, okay. So I did a little bit of research on some of the best places, like, tourists or best places to stay for in Greece, because, we're coming from out of town, the country. So it's like, I don't know where to stay. So I did a lot of research on not Travelocity, but TripAdvisor.com. A lot of people were saying like the Plaka district was like a very, comfortable touristy area or whatever, with access to a lot of different bars, different museums, and different types of things you could do down there. So I looked up, Airbnb, and we got an Airbnb that's in the Plaka district that had like a view of the Acropolis. That's like the famous buildings. Or
it's like the grounds that has like the Parthenon and all the ruins. Yeah. Athena. Like if you are into Greek history and the ruins, you definitely have to visit the grounds of the Acropolis.
Yeah, that was very dope.
It was a perfect location, and I wish that I can show you the Airbnb because it shows you the view. But I can find every other picture I saved. Oh, maybe it's this. Nope, that's us in front of it.
Well, yeah. So like I said, the Airbnb was in the Plaka district, and that's right down the street from Ministraki
Yep.
Square. Which had like a whole bunch of bars and a good city vibe and like shopping and things like that. So everything was like a 5 to 10 minute walk from my Airbnb. So that location was like perfect. So yeah, if you want to do an Airbnb, I know some people are a little bit wary of Airbnb, especially when they go out of the country. Just do your due diligence. You know what I'm saying? Look at the reviews, look at the location. Do your Google Maps and see where it's at or whatever to make sure it's in a comfortable and safe area for you and your family if you decide to go there.
It was my first time staying in the Airbnb, and when Brian mentioned it, I was not feeling it. I was just like, I'm scared. But I wasn't nervous about it not being a hotel per se, because when I used to travel when I was younger, I stayed in some hostels when I was in college. I wouldn't stay in a hostel now necessarily. That's not my vibe. But in college, I just wanted to see the world, and I didn't have that much funds. And so I would, me and my roommates, we would go to a hostel. So I wasn't really scared about Airbnb then, because Airbnb is kind of like a step up from a hostel, in my opinion, if you rent the whole house. So, but I was more nervous about they had like cameras and stuff, and
she's still tripping on
people have, it's people's homes or people's rental property, so they have the keys to it. But I guess they have somebody has a hotel key too. So I was just nervous about that type of thing. So
yeah,
but we've stayed in a few Airbnbs since, so I've kind of gotten over it.
Yeah. And like sometimes the Airbnbs, like when you get inside of it, it's nice, but like the outside could be a little
rough.
Could be a little rough around the edges.
Don't tell people.
So you know what I'm saying.
Don't tell people.
Just be aware of your surroundings per usual. Got the whole file up there, Jim.
Oh, I'm not doing it right. I was trying to share this, but
okay.
I'm sorry, y'all. I'm trying to share a picture with y'all, but I don't have it set up like I had it last time, so I'm struggling. So this gonna make this go longer. So let me just put the link to the travel vlogs in the description box so you all can see for yourself the tour of the Airbnb and everything. I'm trying to pull it up, and I don't know what I did. Last time it was working, but okay. So we have some questions. So Rod says nice. Jane Chan sounds really nice. Did you visit Prisha Black Sand Beach while there? No, we did not. We did not visit them, but that's what I'm saying. They have a lot of beaches there that you can hit. Like we were there for I think a week.
Greece?
Yeah.
Yeah, total. Yeah.
Yeah, 1 week, and that was a good amount of time, but it was kind of a good amount of time for 2 places. I think we hit 2 places in a week. So we definitely want to go back and hit some other places. Some of the activities we did in Athens. So we already mentioned that we toured the Acropolis. They also have a museum over there. My favorite activity did was a cooking class. Like before I went to Bali, I think Greece had the best food. Well, not the best food. That's not true. Mexico has great food. The Caribbean has great food. So it doesn't have the best food, but it has other cuisine I really like. I really like Greek food, like the gyro and the Greek salad and stuff like that. That's my jam. So we took a cooking class, which y'all know we always try to do that whenever we travel somewhere. So that's an activity we definitely recommend you do. What else did we do? We went to the Olympic Stadium.
Yeah. We got on the hop on, hop off bus tour thing. So that's like the best way to, I guess, see a lot of, what you call them? Landmarks, yeah. And like one day, and if you got a short amount of time at a spot, because that drop you off, you can casually go around and see all the sites like in 1 day or 2 days or whatever. So that's pretty much what we did. We went to Olympic Stadium.
We saw some other ruins too that weren't on the Acropolis. They were like, but we didn't spend the full day on hop off. We wish we would have got more time up there, but we knew that we had to do the cooking class, so we had to go back.
Yeah.
And y'all, since y'all know who fell asleep the previous day, we had to pack everything we need to see for sightseeing into 1 day because we had to head to Santorini like midday the next day. We didn't have that much time in Athens. We spent most of our time in Santorini. So by the time we got done touring the grounds of the Acropolis, which is a huge area to tour and walk around, you got to climb stuff. Then you sit up there and do the other touring. By the time we went back to the Airbnb to rest up and change for the cooking class, my feet were killing me.
Yeah.
Killing me. And the only thing that saved me was I had some Excedrin at the time that I didn't bring for that. I brought it from, I used to have really bad headaches. I don't have many more, thank goodness. But I had to take that and I was good. But we did too much in that 1 day. So I would try to split it up.
Yeah. we packed a lot in that day. But it was fun though.
Any other questions about Athens? Anything else you want to add about Athens?
Anything else I want to add about Athens?
A lot of people in Greece that we found spoke English. Not all of them, but it's one of those places you can travel and feel like you don't need to necessarily know the local language to communicate. So a lot of people were English speaking. I know a lot of people also say they experience a lot of racism in Greece. And I completely believe that probably happens. We, thank God, didn't experience any. But I've heard people say that they did experience things like that in Greece, but we didn't experience that.
I'll say one thing about Athens. Speaking, I don't know why that triggered. What did you said something that
racism?
I think so, but it triggered something else. I don't know why I tied racism and political stuff together.
I know what you're about to say.
But you gotta, well, I mean that's not what I was about to say, but when you go to Greece, for some, I don't know the background of it, but they tend to protest a lot of things. They tend to do a lot of protests or strikes and things like that.
So they were also going bankrupt, so they were mad about that in the street.
Yeah, I don't know the background, but they do have certain days or scheduled days in advance when they go on strikes or they go on strikes or whatever. And they protest. So if you go to Greece, try to look that up before you go because it didn't really hurt us when we were there, but on the way back from Santorini, we had a layover in Athens, and we were planning to go back to the city just to kill the day because our flight was the next day, but we couldn't because the subway was on strike, so we couldn't get down there, and we didn't want to pay a taxi to get back to Athens anyway. So we just chilled in the hotel by the airport and things like that. So. Make sure you do some research on striking and things like that in that country.
Yeah, very, very good point. Taylor May said, "I love Greek food too." Me too.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Although
I don't like what's that? What? Pause. White sauce.
When you grow up, tzatziki sauce.
Yeah. That's the only way I could describe.
This man is almost 40, still laughing and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, I ain't really a fan of tzatziki.
I love it.
But they got.
You don't like Greek yogurt that much either, so that's true. Explains it.
But they got ouzo. Ouzo.
Oh yeah,
right?
ouzo.
It's like a Greek liquor. It's
It tastes like licorice. I don't like it.
It tastes like licorice, but I like it a lot. And it gets you a little tipsy too. So
yeah,
love it.
See, don't laugh at him, y'all. Don't egg his little childish butt on. Okay, so that was Athens. So then after Athens, we went to Santorini. In order to transfer over to Santorini, there are 3 ways you can do so, and each has its pros, each have its cons.
Mm-hmm.
So the first way you can do is a 8-hour ferry ride from Athens to Santorini. That's the cheapest option. However, it's the longest option, and it's relaxing, but it's long, but it's cheap. So you got to put, if you're on a tight budget, you want to still go, maybe that's the best option for you. You might want to just, if you want to feel like you can act like you're on a mini cruise or something, I don't know. Mm-hmm. Then the second option is a 5-hour, what's called sea jet ferry. So it's a little faster. It's a little more expensive than the 8-hour, but it's quicker, so it saves you time. But it's a more bumpy ride because you're going faster.
And the Asian Sea is bumpy as hell.
Right. And the most expensive way to transfer in between Athens and Santorini is by flying. Yeah. But it's the quickest way, but it's the most expensive, but it saves you the most time. If you don't have we don't like spend, we want to spend everything there. So we chose to fly. It's only a 30-minute flight, so it was really quick. And I'm happy we chose that option, but just to let you all know, it's option for everybody. So it's 3 options to get from Athens to Santorini.
Yeah. Inside a tip here. Okay. So we did prefer to fly, but the thing with flying is you get there super fast. So our flight was but early. I think it was like 7 a.m. We got to Santorini at like 7:30 a.m. But we couldn't check into our hotel until like 3 p.m. or whenever they called us and said they was ready. So basically, we had to kill a lot of time, had to go get lunch, we ate lunch, breakfast, walked around.
We had breakfast at the hotel because they still gave us our breakfast.
Yeah, they still gave us our breakfast.
But we had time for lunch.
But we had to also go to lunch. We went to lunch too. We were wandering around, looking at views and things like that.
We was tired.
So if you don't want to go through that hassle, doing the 5-hour or the 8-hour cruise might be perfect.
It's not a cruise. I tried to make it sound good that way.
Not a cruise. I'm sorry. The 5-hour, 8-hour ferry ride might be like a good way to hide that, so you could,
And then some people are scared. Some people already don't want to fly, so they're like, I already flew here. I don't want to fly anymore. So.
But if you don't want to deal with like not having your room ready, getting there so early where nothing's open, you could opt for the ferry. Take you 5 hours to get there, then boom, get off the thing, go in and check into your room. So it's you got to give and take.
I mean, I think I would have been a little more inclined if the 5-hour wasn't so bumpy. Like if I didn't hear so many reviews out of being bumpy. I didn't know if I was willing to commit a whole like
8 hours a little 8 hours a little much.
But it's an option.
Yeah.
Okay, so Santorini, this is what people talk about all the time. You see the flying dress photos. Rick Ross talked about it in his song and made it hype.
He had a song about Santorini?
No, he didn't have a song about Santorini, but he has a quote about Santorini, Greece.
True.
Yeah. So that's what people claim that everybody got hyped to go to Santorini after that. I believe people were always going. But yes, this if you want views, luxury scenes, great seafood, Santorini definitely should be on your list. Mm-hmm. Now, if you want more of like party vibe, beach club vibe, go to Mykonos. Mm-hmm. Santorini is not for that. Santorini is more romantic, laid back, relaxing. So if you're looking to party, you're not going to like Santorini. If you're looking for views and great food, Santorini. I had amazing photos to show y'all, but
you don't want to pull that up?
I tried to pull it up. I mean,
okay.
I was struggling.
Yeah. So basically, there's like three main towns in Santorini. You got Ia. I said that right? Ia. There's like Thera, which the airport is in.
Where's Fira?
Fira?
It's TH, but it's.
Oh, okay. And then there's another one.
I forgot the third one.
Me too. I forgot. I should have done research on that. But anyway, people mainly stay in the Feria.
I'm gonna go put a banner.
People mainly stay in Ia and
Fear.
Yeah. Those are the main places
So the difference is Ia is like the main place to be for Santorini. If you want what you see in the pictures that made you want to go to Santorini, you're looking at Ia.
White buildings,
you look at the white buildings, and then like the ocean out there, it's like crystal blue, and the hotels, you can see the view from your hotel, all that. That's Ia. If you want to still be close enough in order to do like a day trip to Ia, then you can go to the other towns he was talking about where you can have cheaper accommodations. Versus, because if you stay in Ia, if you want like a prime location where no obstructed view from you in the water and like that amazing photo ops and pictures and relaxing view, like jacuzzi looking right out into the ocean, you're gonna pay what you think what's the average?
7.
Was it
6? You
saw a total?
I'm talking about a night.
Who paid that? I can't remember. It's expensive. I think like on a span, you're gonna pay like between $300 to $700 a night in Ia. For $300, you're probably going to not have your own jacuzzi or your own pool. You're probably gonna have something obstructing your view from the main thing. If you want your private jacuzzi or a private pool and nothing obstruction, you're gonna pay like maybe between $600 a night. So if you don't want to pay that but still go a day trip to Ia, that's when you can stay out on one of the other cities and then kind of find a way to get in there.
But they got views in the other cities too.
Not like Ia is though.
Not like Ia. Ia is the premier spot.
Yeah, for views and I'm telling you, eating amazing seafood. Like when you taste that seafood, the fishermen literally went to the ocean, caught your food, brought it to the kitchen, cooked it, and then put it on your plate. That's how I taste it. I'm not even lying. Like, I'm thinking about Greece food right now. And another thing about Greece food is not necessarily about Santorini exactly. I meant to say this before. Greek salads, y'all know it's not really made with lettuce, right? I make it with lettuce at home, but it's really not. So
yeah.
Anyway, so Santorini activities. Let me see if there's any comments in here. What's up, Life with Us TV? Thank you for joining us.
Smoking that baby cigar.
You know he's not gonna let you live.
Got any more of them things on deck?
Can't take you nowhere, Brian. Okay, so Santorini activities. What was your favorite thing you did in Santorini? Don't be looking at what I'm gonna say.
That's your list?
That's my list. Did you take any notes for today?
That's all we did. I ain't gonna take the whole thing, everything.
So,
no, the best thing was the yacht tour to me. We got on a catamaran. That's what it was.
I don't know.
Or some type of yacht or something like that, or whatever. It was us and like maybe one other group of people. So it was like maybe 6 of us total, whatever. And we sailed around the Cadoldra. I'm getting all my words messed up, bro. the little.
Just say we sailed.
Huh? We just sailed. Yeah, we sailed across the agency. It's got a little mountain in there, little volcano.
Yeah, we were on that GNC and we just like.
Yeah, we was just going to different spots. We stopped at this like I guess it's natural.
The hot spring.
Hot spring. That shit went hot. The water was cold as hell.
You know you ain't get in it?
I stick my big toe in it.
No, but hot spring you had to swim out.
I wasn't trying to race. I wasn't trying to freeze my ass off to get a little lukewarm now. The juice wasn't worth the squeeze. I'm trying to tell you, that water was cold.
Okay. So
and I already got issues adjusting the water as it is, so I just know that wasn't happening. So one dude braved it though. He jumped out. He went over.
You'll see all this in our vlogs too.
He went over to the hot springs or whatever and chilled. He came like right back. And then we went over to Fira and checked out the little. I think they had like a little cruise out there because you will see a lot of cruise ships out there.
They got Mediterranean cruises.
Yeah, and they got these little pulleys that take you all the way up to the top of the mountain. In Fira, that was really cool. You have an option of stopping at like a little volcano area.
No, please don't laugh at this man.
They got a little spot at the little volcano area you can also visit. I think it's like a ancient volcano or something. We didn't do that. I didn't really feel the need to, but it was cool. They cooked you breakfast. They cooked you lunch.
Your lunch, yeah.
Lunch out there. You know,
like a good lunch. Yeah. I got a picture of that too.
You can't find all this stuff?
I can find it. I just don't know how to get it up there.
Man, look. It was dope. So they had music playing and stuff like that. You could just relax. It was like your relaxing day.
Yeah, they give you drinks.
And you pick up at like 8 a.m. You get there like at 8, 9 a.m. You get back like around 3:30 p.m. You just out there chilling. They give you drinks and stuff like that. That's the first time I tried Uzo there. And I thought it was great. So yeah, man.
You just lay out. If you don't want to be outside, if it's too hot for you, you can go inside. There's a lot of, you know how yachts are comfortable, and they have a nice interior. You can lay out and sunbathe if you don't have the melanin we have on the outside, or you can just soak in the sun on the outside.
Black people sunbathe too.
We sit out in the sun. We don't sunbathe. We enjoy the sun.
Just be outside.
I don't think we necessarily call it sunbathing. We just be out there. We enjoy the weather. That was also, I really enjoyed that too, because I love the water, but you also know I love wine as well. So we did a winery tour.
Yeah.
We went to 3 wineries. We started off at a vineyard and learned how their process for winemaking is different from the process in Italy and the process in the US and other countries. And so that was fun to learn about. But then I think that was, I don't know about Brian, but for me, that was my best experience, learning from like a sommelier and like learning a lot about wine. Like he broke it down. And it was us and maybe 4 other couples that were on there. And by the time we were at the 3rd winery, like we were all friends. Like we were all talking about life back at home and stuff. So they were not shy. And it was good. It was good wine. And then we also did a lot of seafood dinners. They have amazing seafood. So I forgot the name of the popular one.
The area?
Yeah, I can't remember the name of it.
Yeah. I feel like it starts with the A. Just found it. You really can't find the picture?
I can find the pictures. I don't know how to bring it up on the thing. Share screen. Share. We can't do the whole screen. I tried to do the application window, and at first it was there.
All right, don't worry about it then. Yeah. Dang, I can't remember the name of it. See?
Me either. But
the views were amazing though. It was like you right there on the coast of it. Like they had some chairs right there, and like literally like the water was like splashing on you while you're eating or whatever. And you could sit there. You could get dinner like around 6 p.m. and just like watch the sunset just go, and it was amazing. Perfect. Yeah.
And people have a lot of weddings in Santorini, so we saw a lot of like wedding photo shoots going on.
Yeah.
At certain parts. But that's most of what we have to share. I will definitely make sure I upload our Greece playlist into the description box so you all can actually see some of the things we referred to. I'm sorry that I was having some technical difficulties bringing up the pictures, but I had a busy day today, so I couldn't like organize it the way I wanted to. I was able to download them, and then I can't find out how to bring it up. But I hope that you enjoyed this. If you have any questions that we didn't cover, please leave it in the chat box. We're happy to answer any questions that you have. If you have any topics that you want to talk about, any countries that you want to talk about, let us know, and we can put it in our poll. And we really do thank you all for hanging out with us every other Tuesday. We know it is a busy time right now with schools happening, football season about to kick off, and all this other stuff. So we really appreciate that. I'll come back. Anything else you want to add, Ben?
No.
All right. Well, thank you all for joining, and we will see you guys in the next one. Peace.